Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for gathering here today. I'm honored to share a few thoughts with you on a subject that I believe is essential to understanding ourselves, building inner strength, and achieving true success. Today, we're going to talk about the journey of learning to rise alone. Many of us are taught to seek companionship, to lean on others, and to draw strength from those around us. And while there is undeniable beauty in friendships, partnerships, and support networks, there is a power within each of us that can only be unlocked when we dare to stand alone, face the world alone, and ultimately rise alone. The journey to rising alone isn't always easy. It often requires us to confront our deepest fears, to weather the storms of self-doubt, and to discover a part of ourselves we might never have known existed. But through this journey, we learn one of life's most profound truths: we possess within ourselves all the strength, courage, and resilience needed to overcome any challenge that life may throw at us. The power of self-reliance. To rise alone is, at its core, to become self-reliant. Self-reliance is not about isolation, nor is it about rejecting help from others. It is about cultivating a belief in our own abilities and understanding that, in the end, we are responsible for our journey and our destiny. When we rely on ourselves, we are free from the limitations that others might place upon us. We are free from the need for validation, from the pressure to conform, and from the influence of others' opinions. We are empowered to make our own choices, to follow our own path, and to stay true to our values. Self-reliance doesn't mean that we won't face challenges or setbacks. In fact, when we choose to rise alone, we are more likely to encounter obstacles. But here's the beauty of it. Every obstacle we overcome on our own strengthens us, builds our character, and gives us a resilience that cannot be shaken. Embracing solitude. There is a difference between loneliness and solitude. Loneliness is the feeling of isolation and separation, while solitude is a state of peace, a space where we connect deeply with ourselves. Solitude allows us to listen to our own voice, to understand our own needs, and to cultivate a relationship with ourselves that is rooted in self-respect, self-love, and self-awareness. In solitude, we find clarity. We learn to quiet the noise of the outside world and listen to our own inner wisdom. We begin to understand who we truly are, what we truly want, and what we are capable of. Solitude is not something to be feared. It is a powerful tool for self-discovery and growth. When you rise alone, you come to realize that you are your own best friend, your own greatest advocate, and your own most trusted ally. This understanding, this deep connection with yourself, gives you the confidence to face any challenge that comes your way. Resilience, rising after every fall. The journey to rising alone is not a smooth one. There will be times when you fall, when you doubt yourself, and when the path seems impossibly hard. But rising alone means having the resilience to get back up after every fall. It means learning from each setback, growing stronger with each challenge, and refusing to let failure define you. Resilience is not something you are born with. It is something you develop over time. It is a muscle that grows with every struggle, with every setback, and with every moment of doubt. When you rise alone, you are building resilience. You are teaching yourself that no matter how many times you are knocked down, you have the strength to stand back up. And each time you do, you are not just rising physically, you are rising mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. You are building a foundation of strength and resilience that no one can take away from you. Breaking free from external validation. One of the greatest challenges in rising alone is learning to let go of the need for validation from others. We live in a world where we are constantly judged, where our worth is often measured by external standards. But to rise alone is to understand that true self-worth comes from within. When you rise alone, you are free from the need for approval, from the fear of judgment, and from the limitations others might place on you. You are no longer defined by others' opinions, but by your own values, your own goals, and your own vision for your life.